Welcome to Deep Bloop Incorporated. In the first video of this series, you have already seen how to do the first launch screen. In this video, we are going to show you how to do the admin setup or custom configuration of the tool for your particular business's need. That tool can be invoked from any of these windows, and I'm going to show you how. If you click any of those, let's say you click the quick signer, and the far rightmost border there is a button with a caption of uppercase A in blue color background. When you click this button in quick succession, admin setup screen will show. That is a screen that allows you to custom configure some of the required setups that these tools need to work properly. And these setups are pretty easy to do, and we are going to show you how. The reason behind the requirement to click in quick succession is to prevent nuisance clicking during the course of using this tool. And this button can be seen from the quick signer, as I have just shown. It can be also seen from the basic signer. You can also see it from the advanced signer. Let's assume that you are in the basic signer now, and you want to reconfigure some of the values that you want to reconfigure because of a change situations. Again, the way to invoke this screen is to click this in quick succession a few times. On doing that, the admin setup screen will show. There are several boxes in the screen. The very first one says input file location. This value especially is required for the quick signer to work. For the quick signer to work, it needs an input location where the PDF document will be dropped and the tool picks it up from that location. Output location is the location or a folder in your machine, preferably your desktop, where all the signed documents will get dropped or saved after the signature process. This location also will have a log file, a log text file, which will contain a record of all the transactions or all the signature you ever did using that tool. You can periodically clean up that location by or after mining that file and storing the data in there in a more permanent locations like your database, or you can leave as it is. In our case, the input file location is this folder, and the output file location is this folder, which was chosen by just simply clicking the browse button, input folder, and that's it. The output folder similarly is browse, output, that's it. You can name it whatever you want. Now the next text box is called the certificate file location. What it means is, in order for your customer denying or not to deny that he ever had signed on this document, we need a non-repudiation. This is what the certificate file helps achieve. Why do you need that? Because of the reason that every time we do an electronic signature, we can also do a digital signature on top of that. The digital signature is not visible to the user, but on going to a certain place in a PDF document, you can confirm or verify that this document was also signed digitally. For that to work, you need a certificate file. And the way to get a certificate file is there are actually two ways. One is you generate your own. The other option is to get it from a CA authority or certificate authority. For you to get it or develop from your own is pretty easy as well, which I'm going to show after I'm through with this screen. And of course you need a password for a certificate file to work properly. The next box is a CC email. This is where you are optionally can input some of the email addresses like your standard business email account, where all the signature or all the documents that were ever signed using this tool can be sent as an attachment or as a copy in addition to the customer's email address. That will help you to do further analysis on your customer's behavior. The next box is the subject header of the email. For example, how do you want your email to be sent to your customer? The next one is a text area where you describe what kind of verbiage or text or the body of the email will be sent to the customer. The next group of text boxes are related to the SMTP server configuration. By default, this tool will use smtp.gmail.com as the gateway for sending out email notifications to your customers. But that is just a trial or a general purpose SMTP host, and is not recommended to be used in a real business application. So we would strongly recommend you to enter your own SMTP host, your own SMTP port number, if you have an email domain and email server in your business, and of course the network user credentials and password that goes with it. Having set all this up, you can save it. On saving that, the screen will disappear, but for that settings to be affected, we need to close this one time, and in subsequent uses from any of these tools, that setup will take into effect. I mentioned that how we create our own certificate file, and this is explained pretty clearly in the help menu. If you click this, you'll see in the fourth option where it says how to create a certificate for a digital signature, and it's elaborately lays down all the steps required to be followed in order to do that. It's pretty easy, and once you have it, once you set it up with a password, that's what you need to enter in the admin screen. Here, browse for the file after you created it using these steps. It has an extension of .pfx, and then put the password for that certificate file, and that is a certificate file this tool will use for all subsequent uses. Again, let me close this for this to take effect. Now we are done with setting up our custom configuration for our business while we use this tool. In the next videos, we'll talk about the other tools, a detail on the quick signer, the basic signer, and advanced signer. Thank you for watching this.